Hey everybody,
Hey
welcome
guys.
to February. It feels a little bit less like crash landing into the month because there's a few days between end of month and the team call. So that is a win. So hopefully you guys have kind of gotten your brains wrapped around what happened in January, what you're planning for in February. But we did want to just do some shout outs really quick. So congratulations for just a winning month in January. And I would love it. We would love it if you guys would shout out in the comments a win that you had, something that went well, something that you're super proud of. It can be anything. And I'm going to take a minute to highlight some leaderboard people. But before I do that, I want to say congratulations to people who are trusting the process and taking the action, even if you don't see results yet. Remember that the 90-day rule comes into play, and we're all in different seasons, different spaces, different learning lessons in our businesses. And so let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate if you had a learning month. Nothing's a failure if you learn, right? It's always a win. So, Justin, do you want to shout out top in leaderboard?
So the top recruiter for the team in January was Jen Carter. If you guys don't know her, she is new, and she will be sharing tonight, I believe, from what I understand.
So Jen, and then just recruitment wise for the month of January, Molly, congratulations. She helped 11 people. Tara, congrats to you. 8 people added, and she went senior silver. Congratulations. Victoria added 7, I added 5, and then there's a whole bunch of you that added 4 and a whole bunch of you that added 3. So congratulations for really honing in on the power of 3. And I wanted to talk about that for a minute. And there was a ton that added 2, a ton that added 1, and we're so thankful for everybody on the team. That's blessing a friend, blessing 2 friends. But I did want to say, for those of you that are working Plexus as a business, let's get back to power of 3. That was something that we preached about in the beginning, and it really kept our businesses afloat, because there's always going to be people coming in the business, coming out of, on the products and on and off of the business. And so the power of 3, helping 3, and then helping your teammates add 3, is how that exponential duplication will continue to happen. You wanted to shout out some of the specials this month, Justin?
Sure. So if you have not, you can find it in your email, whatever email that you signed up with Plexus with. You should be able to find all the incentives for February in there, and just a couple other things. There's just a lot of good things coming up this month, that are already this month, not coming up, but they're here. There's money if you have new qualifying VIP customers. It's called Share the Love. Let's see, they can enroll for $1 and receive $20, $30, or $50 in savings for their purchase in March. So that's huge. The Ultimate Weight Loss Combo, if you sign any new VIP customers with that, you can use, there's a code on there called Free Slim, and they'll receive a free bag of Slim with that combo. There's also a free balance that you can receive if new VIP customers sign up with the triplex and the reset combo, which I will say, if you are talking to people and they're interested and they're ready to start and they are wanting to take advantage of our products and they're really wanting to take responsibility for their health and really get kick-started on everything, I would talk to them about the reset along with a triplex. I think the reset's amazing. The results for the reset have been amazing over the last year. We've had it. I think I've done it 4 times. I'm getting ready to do it again. So if they sign up with that triplex and reset combo, they will get a free balance with that. So lots of good things. Couple more things.
Give 10 is still alive,
right?
So
give 10, so you get $10 off in your initial order of $100 or more, for anybody. There's just more. Product of the season is greens. The convention contest is underway. And so lots of different prizes, cash prizes, and things that you can earn through that. So be paying attention to that, and you'll be able to see on your dashboard as well when you get into your virtual office. You can see where you are with all that. You should have a tracker, so you can keep track of where you're at. So just all sorts of stuff that are going on this month. Plexus just, I don't know, they just do a good job with these things.
Yeah, and there is actually double enrollment and rake up credits for the convention contest. So if you're not registered for convention, definitely go get registered. You definitely want to be at our company's biggest event of the year to train yourself, to get inspired, to just continue to learn and learn and learn.
Yep.
And the cool thing is they at convention, they're going to celebrate all of the convention contest prize earners, and you want to be counted in that number. And basically, it's Plexus incentivizes us to continue to work our businesses. So that's what makes it really fun. And I don't know, it just keeps the fun in our business because we're all working towards, blessing more people, but at the same time, earning these fun prizes. So you might as well tap in this month, like really work on front loading your month, because that dollar enrollment will actually end on the 15th. So you want to be getting in conversations, maybe people that were on the fence from January, and help them take advantage of the specials. And so anyways, all of that will definitely contribute towards your double enrollment and rank up credits this month. And there's a bunch of you that can rank up this month. So just because February is a short month, historically, we crescendo into February, March, April, May, June, July, and beyond. And so tap in. You don't want to miss out on the things that can happen. And you know what's interesting? As you're consistent in your business and your actions that you're taking, things will seemingly fall out of the sky. They're not random, actually. It's actually a reward for your consistency and that compounding consistency. So when you have a random person that just seems to fall out of the sky this week or this month, don't be surprised, because it's basically a reward for your consistency. All right, are you guys shouting out in the comments, in the chats? Oh yeah. Oh, well, there's 20 of you on. There should be 20 comments. Even if you're shouting yourself out and tooting your own horn, we do that on our team. So celebrate a win, even if it's like a health win, or you tried a new product or something fun like that. The fact that the product of the season is greens, you definitely want to be chatting up about greens.
I had my greens this morning.
Hey, way to go.
For the record, you guys were wondering. And
I actually run reports, and I was looking through reports today, and so there were actually quite a few of you who grew in points from last month to this month. And I went through with a highlighter and I highlighted all y'all. So congratulations. Some of you actually had highest points ever. So we see all the hard work that you're doing, and we're super, super proud of you guys. And for those of you who did not hit goals, it's not a failure. It's not a failure. We've done this long enough. Have you ever not hit a goal? Or felt like you were failing, or like you were working really hard?
Month, I think.
Working really hard and not seeing
daily
results for it.
Yes.
The yet factor.
Yes.
So congrats for that, you guys. So good. I did want to shout out a couple people that developed in the month of January. Sorry. So basically, as we're learning the skill of helping refer friends, refer strangers, anyone, refer people to the products, and also introduce people to our opportunity, part of the skill set to develop goes beyond recruitment, right? It's one of the pillars. So one of the pillars in our business is recruitment, learning to help people get started on products, help people get started on the business. One of the other really important pillars is duplication, and that is a skill that you learn. But you have to get good at recruiting first to get people on your team so that you can help develop them, right? So just wanted to shout out Amber Meadows, Madison Amberzetti, Jan Bontico, Brooke Slater ×2, Molly Anderson, and Molly Anderson this month for helping people rank up on your team. So congratulations for that. All righty. We actually have a couple of guest speakers tonight.
Oh yeah.
So let's see, who wants to go first? Amber, I see you first. Are your girls on?
They are on. So exciting.
Okay, well, introduce us to them. This is super chill, you all. So don't be scared. This
Yep.
is really casual.
We're
I
all
saw Brittany. Brittany may have hopped. Oh, there she is. Okay, sorry. I wanted to make sure.
Admitted her back on.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, that was an exciting month in January. It was a hard month for our family. We had to be out of town for a death and all of the things. So it was a pleasant surprise for some girls to kind of just jump in and go for it. So that was a huge blessing, and it's just fun to watch them succeed too. But one of the things we did, Melissa is one of the girls that's going to chat in a second, and we've been friends for a very long time. And did I freeze? Oh no,
You're
freeze.
cleaning out a little bit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Boondock internet, yeah. Shouldn't be that way, but here we are. Anyway, Melissa and I have been friends for a very, very long time, and she was needing help with her daughter actually was having some COVID issues, residual things. And so I'll let her speak to that for a little bit. But we got them started, and she just took off. She started seeing all the people in her life. Who could I talk to? I had her put up the Emily Gibson, just simple words, put the words up there. Like, she did the reset. They had great results. And I said, hey, just put the words up there. You don't even have to do the picture. And she had a lot of response from that. And so we just kind of reached out to every person on there. And she is quite the influencer. She has such a great heart. And she's just, I know that people with her integrity just wanted to jump in and follow her as well. So we did that. And then even with Brittany, we met through an Instagram story I had posted up, and we didn't know each other at all. And she wanted to try the pink drink. And so I sent it to her, and she is a busy mama of 10 kiddos, and she is like just thriving. Like, she's just hitting the ground running and going for it. So she again was just reaching out to folks who in her circle, and I'll let her speak to that a little bit too. But then we just did hosted events. Like, anybody who didn't like initially get started, but maybe they had a sample or whatever, and we just hosted a Facebook group, and then we did a 15, got them all signed up and got them fast start silver. So I'll throw it over to Melissa, and she can speak to a little bit about what her experience.
Okay, my name is Melissa Collier, and like Amber said, we've been friends for a long time. She and I have talked about Plexus several times through the years, and timing just wasn't right for our family. We have moved in the last 6 months, and and so what drew us to actually taking the plunge with Plexus, my daughter, like she said, was dealing with some post-COVID issues. She had been diagnosed with chronic hives. And we just were not satisfied with she's just going to have to take allergy medicine for the rest of her life response that we were getting. So started looking at other options, circled back around to Amber, and we had conversations about Plexus, and she shared her experience with us about hives and about how it had helped her. And so we thought, why not? Let's give it a shot. If it works, awesome. If not, it'll be all right. We'll find something else, but it was worth the shot. So we did the reset. We had some snow days, and much to Anna's disappointment, we used snow days to reset. My Anna is 14, so that was not her ideal snow day thing, but we kept chanting, no more hives, no more hives. So we made it through it, and thankfully she has, I can say that she has not had any hives since we finished the reset, and praise the Lord on that one. So it has helped her greatly. So she is continuing with the pink drink and probiotics and getting all of that in her system and getting her system leveled back out. So I was kind of along for the ride with her and doing this for her benefit, and I found that it was beneficial for me as well. So we were excited. Like Amber said, she recommended just putting our results out there after our reset, just saying, here's what we did, here's what I noticed, here's the wins that we have had, scale wise, size wise, measurement wise, but also non-scale victories as well. And so we put that out there on Facebook just with a simple post, and the response that we got of, oh my goodness, what are you doing? I want to know more. The responses started flowing back in, and so we started reaching out to those individuals and setting up three-way chats with them and answering questions and asking questions and just having conversations with people. And we started drawing people in. We did host an event. Amber helped us. Amber hosted one. I got to help, I guess. For I guess we did the 30-minute one, right? 30 minutes on one of her group pages that she had. So we invited those that had been asking questions to join us there for Facebook Live, and it went really, really well. And we had others that added in and asked more questions, and so we ended up adding several, and still have people messaging asking questions even today. So we'll see what happens, but we are thankful for the results and the wins that we have had so far, and are trusting that God provides as He continues to do so. So we're excited.
That's awesome. Super excited for you, Melissa. I'm so thankful that you're part of our team now and our community. So I'm going to throw it over to Brittany. Welcome, Brittany. You want to tell us a little bit about how you got to Fast Start Silver?
Sure. So I responded to an Instagram story that Amber had put out. Like Amber said, we didn't know each other. It was just about brain fog and more mental clarity. And I do have 10 kids, so any kind of mental clarity and help I can have there is great. And so I did get the products from Amber, and before she sent me out some samples, and I lost them, and I didn't want to tell her that. And so she ended up sending me some more, and I tried the pink drink and I loved it. And so I decided to go ahead and purchase some of the products for myself. And after doing the reset, she asked if I would just kind of post something up there. And I was already thinking I would, really just to help her. I didn't really have any intentions of doing the business side of it. And I had some responses to it, and just kind of Amber walked me through talking to people and reaching out and sharing information. And then I thought of some family members, and they did join. So I'm really excited for them to get started. And one of them is here tonight. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. I've just been reaching out and sharing stuff on stories and being excited for people reaching out and wanting to know more.
That's super exciting. And it just goes to show, like, even busy mamas get things done, right? And I love, are you hiding in your closet? See, we all have to just go hide and do things, yeah? I love it. We just get it done. So super excited for you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
All right, girls, congratulations. That's so exciting. And I think the thing to, I guess, be reminded of is how each of us have a story. And, you know, a lot of us do come in for the products, but it's one of those things, like, our products are very effective, and it's really, for a lot of us, we feel compelled to share because we know other people that are either on the struggle bus, or we see the vision that, you know what, statistically speaking, a lot of people have issues that go back to the 4 pillars that Plexus addresses for people, which is blood sugar balance, hormone balance, nutrient absorption, gut health, and inflammation. And so when you trace all the symptoms that Americans have back, it's one or more of those 4 pillars. And so, girls, I'm so excited to see who else you end up blessing, and also just the fact that God can connect us to the right people, the people that are looking for us, whether it's, you know, meeting a need on the health angle and or business opportunity angle. And so, did you all see this month we're continuing on with the Fast Start bonuses like last month? So these girls, correct me if I'm wrong, Amber, but fast started silver, so they got that extra bonus.
Yep, that's right.
Awesome. Very fun. So when you fast start, you get extra cash for doing it in a certain amount of time. And so the Fast Start program is really brilliant because you can come in and have a product experience first, whether that's a day or a month or 6 months or 2 years. You know, Justin and I have had multiple people actually on the products for a year, 2, 3 before they start to share. And then they've built large, beautiful businesses with Plexus and or have helped a lot of people,
Hmm.
you know. And so right now, this month, if you refer 3 friends, you make $340. And so we get paid out the 15th of every month, and the fast start bonuses actually come out the week after. So just FYI on that. If you refer 6 people this month, you guys, if you're in your fast start window, you're going to make $880. These were not the bonuses that Plexus had when we started.
No.
And we also did fast start. Justin and I didn't. So, and then if you refer 9, it's $1,300. 12, it's $1,400. 17 is 21, almost 2,200. And if you refer 20 friends this month, which people are totally capable of doing, it's a little over 2,300. And so
We had one recruit 17 last month.
yeah, our friend Jen.
Jen, who will be speaking here shortly.
Actually, Jen is out for dinner.
Jen is not
Jen
speaking.
is not speaking, but we'll.
But she did recruit 17 last month, so it is possible. So it's
Yes,
possible.
and so it's really fun actually when someone has a vision and a reason to just really go for it, you know? Do you want to share a little bit about how you connected with Jen really quick before Madison shares?
I connected with Jen. So Jen works at a local gym that's about 25 minutes away from here where we live. But and so she's like a fitness instructor, and she helps people on that all different range of exercise and just health and wellness. And she's also a masseuse. She also does massage. So my mother-in-law had got a massage from her, and she gave me her name one time. So I said, sure, I'll go. And I went and just started talking to her about health and just supplements and just all sorts of things. And I think, she was interested, and we shared some information. And then I think I went back one more time, and that was it. So then she signed up and started taking the products. And at first, it just seemed to go a little bit, a little bit slow, and then it just took off for her as far as her health story goes. And I'll let her share it at some point on here. But she's had amazing results. One of the things I remember more than anything is now she can eat cheese without having any major reactions or any issues, and that was a big deal for her. And I was, it's just exciting, all the testimonies still after all these years of doing this. Just the testimonies never get old. And hers is great. And she started sharing with some of the people in her gym, and we went down and Megan and I went down and did an event for her. And then Megan went down and did another one with her one-on-one or with a group of people. And so she's just having a great time, and she's sharing with a lot of people. Like I said, she signed up 17 last month. She went Fast Start Gold. And she's just, having a great time. So it's pretty cool story. And those people they're around, and they, and so don't give up. Keep your eyes open and just keep talking with people, and just sharing with them your story and what you've done. It may not be a huge story. I mean, you might think, my story's insignificant. It's not. It could be a testimony of, I can eat cheese now without any adverse side effects. And that's a big deal for people. And so don't underestimate the power of your story. Whether it doesn't, somebody can relate to your story, and somebody is actually looking for and praying for an answer that you have. And so just keep sharing, keep talking with people as you go throughout your day and as you're coming across people, because they're out there.
And I think recognizing that, like, this is not like speed dating. Justin had a conversation here. Your massage
It's
is
not
probably
like what?
This is not like speed dating where you're like basically whatever, getting married on the first date. Which who does that anyways? But I'm just
I
saying,
know
like,
a guy actually. We
I'm
should
sure
bring
you
him on
do.
one time. He's fun.
But basically, like, it takes time. This business takes time. Like having conversations with people take time.
Yeah.
And like that massage that you had with her was probably close to a year ago. I don't remember what
The
it was
first one
exactly.
was,
Yeah. And
so it's been an
then
ongoing
conversation.
Yep.
And
Off
he
and
would
on.
pop back in. I think you brought her samples down,
Yep.
when he went back to Charleston. And then
Yep.
in September, she got started. And she was someone that didn't want to share right away. She wanted to
She
have
wasn't even on Facebook. She was against
Yeah.
social media. She has a
when
social
she
media
listens to
account
this
now.
recording, she'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah. And
she's
so, I
happy."
mean, but she's doing great. She's
Mhm.
really doing a great job.
She wanted a product experience first though, which is totally fine, but
Sure.
I have her post pulled up here with a bullet point wins. She no longer has major digestive issues, which she's dealt with since she was 20. She's now in her 50s. Her gut is improving so much that her food intolerances went away. She can now eat cheese. She said, no joke, I haven't eaten pizza since the late 90s. She saw her doctor in December. This is where I
Okay,
think
let's stop real quick. Think about that testimony. No pizza since the 90s, and now because of Plexus, you can eat pizza. That's marketable. You could market that. That's a testimony to share right there.
I know she's not overeating it also.
No.
She's really aware about her health.
She's
but
smart.
then in December she saw her doctor and her blood work came back showing that her A1C blood sugar is no longer in the pre-diabetic range. And also her thyroid levels improved so much that the doctor cut her dose in half. She's feeling better. She has so much less inflammation. Like, it's pretty incredible. And
Yeah.
so don't discount the fact that you could be the catalyst for change in someone else's life like that.
And I think this is another thing too. Don't assume because someone is fit or because they work in a gym or own a gym or all those things that they're not having gut issues or blood sugar issues or issues like that. It could be a bodybuilder. A lot of bodybuilders deal with inflammation and gut issues. So, don't just keep swinging the bat, keep having conversations with everybody.
So real quick, a couple of things that we did do to help her fast start gold was, well, she almost went fast start silver in December, but not quite. But then we scheduled several in-person events. It made sense for her to share with her in-person network with, some fitness classes, people that, were there. So she invited them. We hosted an event right after one of her group classes, handed out samples. It was extremely casual. People sat on like the boxes. We had a little table set up. We did do over like the Christmas holiday. We did like a little table display and a drawing for a free reset. So people that were coming in the gym, coming in to work out, coming in for group classes were entering into the drawing, right? And so we were getting their health goals on a little sheet of paper and they were entering that. And then we hosted the event. She got several people signed up from that, went fast start silver and senior silver. And then we hosted another event in person. Then I think the following week. And then after that, we did an online event just to catch, a few more people. And so her goal was to help a lot of people fast. But I just want to emphasize the fact that like it doesn't happen by osmosis. Like there's things that we did and she did most of the work, just like contacting people. We were there to share our story and to kind of help facilitate the event. And on the online stuff, we helped host that. But she has continued to grow and learn and push past her comfort zone, got on Facebook, did a Facebook post. So just so incredibly proud of her. And she has a teammate, coworker, another fitness instructor that's almost silver. So I'm excited for Malia to rank up this month, which will be so exciting. So, alrighty. So you guys keep in mind that you can be developers of fast start golds. Okay, so be practicing the skills, be asking, just like Brooke talked about on Angie's call last week, about normalizing the fact that everybody come in with a buddy. All your wholesale customers, VIP customers that are coming in, ask them, hey, who's your buddy going to be? We encourage everybody to have one accountability partner at minimum. Okay, so just practice getting comfortable asking people to come in with a buddy. Makes it more fun. Plus, they're more likely to stay consistent on their products when they have somebody to just compare notes with. All right, Madison, are you still on? Are you on? Let me see. There you are.
I'm here.
Okay. Are you
Okay, so
girl on?
my girls are not on. One of them is a military wife. Her husband's on deployment and she's like at the end. And so she couldn't make it. And then my other girl is another dance mom and I was just with her, but she has an hour drive home from dance.
Got it.
Yeah. So I figured if it's okay, I'll just kind of share a little bit of what they did and I helped them. So, something that Justin said, I don't know, it's probably been 2 years ago since he said this, but it stuck with me all this time, is that, he always prays that the Lord will bring him the people that need this. and the people that need the business. And so that's something I've really worked to instill into my new girls. And that has been massive. When I started praying that prayer, I'm like, oh my word, I'm adding 15 people. Oh my word, I'm adding 8 people. So that has been totally game changing. So that's just a tip that I've been sharing with all my girls, straight from the words of Justin. But okay, so one of my girls that went Fast Start Silver, Fast Start Silver, because she was just a customer. She is a military wife. She's been a customer for a couple of years. She was a hairstylist that I went to hair school with, and she was pregnant and was passing out at work from blood sugar issues. And she saw me posting about blood sugar balance, and she was like, oh my word, I need this. Like, I've got so when she was pregnant, she started Plexus for the blood sugar issues, and it changed her whole world. Her midwife was like, what are you doing? Like, this is whatever you have changed is working, and it's amazing. And she's like, I'm doing Plexus. And her midwife was like, I do Plexus too. So, so that's kind of how she got started. Well, fast forward, I guess it was about a year and a half. She's been on products for about 2 years. About a year and a half later, she had been consistent, so consistent. And so I said to her, hey, would you mind making a post? And she said, no. She was like, no, I'm not making a post. She said, I don't have anything to post about. And I was like, you're not passing out at work anymore. How about you post about that? Like, and she was like, no, I'm not doing it. And I was like, okay, whatever. But she was always in my mind. And so I just, like, I'm her friend first. So I just talked to her, check in on her. Like, her husband's in deployment. She's, that's not an easy thing. And so I check in on her, whatever. And so one day I just had this like God wink, like, ask her to post, ask her to post. And I was like, I'm not asking her to post again. She told me no. And I just said, hey, you are having phenomenal wins, and there is someone praying for the results you're having right now. Would you please just make a post about it? And she was like, yeah, I'll make a post. And she was like, actually, I've been thinking about the business and I'm kind of interested in it. And I was like, are you? So she made a post, and right off the bat, she signed up I think it was 4 people. So she went Fast Start Silver really quick. And she's just been adding and posting very consistently, sharing her story over and over again. I've been working with her daily. And she's just really killing it. And then the other friend of mine, that's the other dance mom with the hour drive home, her name is Sarah. She's super amazing. She shocked me, y'all. I was like, she's such an introvert. I'm not even going to ask her. I'm not even going to ask her. Like, y'all, she was in the reset group, and someone posted, like, for a giveaway, like, to make a post about your reset on your wall and then screenshot it. And so she did, so that she could be in the giveaway. And she said, you suckered me in. Because she signed up like 3 people off that post. And so she's been posting consistently. She's been doing her IPA. She has been just working really hard at it, being very consistent. And she's having great results. And so like those people that you just don't even expect, like, you can't rule them out. And another thing I'll say about Sarah is, in her first 3 weeks, she went from pre-diabetic to her A1C being in normal range in the first 3 weeks of Plexus. So she had a huge win, and she's just been shouting that. I told her, I'm like, you have to shout that from the rooftops, because there is so many people that are pre-diabetic that don't want to be pre-diabetic, and that was you. And in 3 weeks, you're not pre-diabetic anymore. Like, she was blown away, and she was like, I can't not share this. I can't. So she's got, I think, 7 people now. So she's well on her way to senior silver. And I think my St. Bernard is eating a sock. Daisy? No. Sorry. Okay. But she's well on her way to senior silver. And then I have Molly, who is a gold ambassador, and she actually quit me. And I was super devastated because she was a rock star the first time she came in. And she had gone to a functional medicine doctor who had got her on their supplements, and she was like, it's just not for me right now. I was like, okay. And so she ended up coming back last year and had such great results that December 5th, like this last December, she said, I'm going to share, but I'm going to do it at my own speed. And I said, okay. And you do it at your own speed. And so her own speed was really stinking fast because she went senior silver. It wasn't fast start because she had done it, you know, a year or two ago. But she went senior silver. That was her goal. She was like, I'm getting a senior silver and I'm cooling it. And I'm like, okay, whatever you say. And then she blew past senior silver. And I was like, you have to go for gold. And she's like, don't push me. And I'm like, I'm not pushing you, but like, you have to go for gold. And so she was like, okay. And she blew past gold. So she double ranked in her first month back. And so it has just been amazing. I ended up hitting my highest points ever, 300 points last month. And I had no idea, but I was on the leaderboard for convention. So one of my girls was out. She was like, you have this many points. And I was like, how do you know? I can't even find my points. And she was like, you're on the leaderboard. I was like, what? So that was super exciting. But
That
anyways,
is awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
So a couple of things I just want to point out really quickly. So Madison is working really closely with these girls, and she's in their space, and she's not afraid to ask the question. I mean, even if it means you ask and then you like, I don't even know, go and hide under a blanket because you're like, what am I going to say? But the key is like she asked, and then well, sometimes people say no, sometimes people say yes, and it's totally fine. But she asked. Also, did you hear her say how she's helping her girls post consistently, and they are posting consistently because that really builds credibility. And so helping them think through like how to share about Plexus in different ways. Like it doesn't have to just be here's my pink drink every single morning. You know what I mean? So Madison, keep up the good work. Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
you're going Ruby.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going Ruby so soon.
Let's go.
Well, congratulations. You're going to Ruby school.
can I say one more thing?
Please.
One more thing I've done that has been so beneficial is I always like had it in my mind that, oh, I have a small team. Like I can't start my own like group chat. No, I started my own group chat with my girls. There's now, I think 6 or 7 builders in there. And it is so beneficial because the new people are like gleaning from Molly, gleaning from me. They're being able to ask questions. And it has been so beneficial. So don't be scared because you think your team's too small to do something that a diamond team would do, because you got to get there somehow. So
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yes. So any of these little epiphanies or notes, sometimes it's the in-between things that like really stick out to you guys from a team call. So write those down because these are just learning from each other. I mean, it's like a mastermind, a mastermind call just to learn and grow from each other. But I was just thinking today, you know, let's talk about vision really fast. I know we have our new ambassador coaching coming up here in a few minutes, but let's just talk about vision for 2024 really fast, because I just go back to the scripture my dad just has said over and over and over again, which is without vision, people perish. And without vision, our businesses will not grow. And so I just want you guys to just take a hot second and think about 2 years from now. 2 years from now, what do you want life to look like? What's your ideal day look like? What kind of choices could you make differently? So I just want you guys to think that over. You don't have to have answers or a big epiphany right at this moment, but I want you to pray about it. Think about it. Like this opportunity is big enough. It's big enough for whatever you're dreaming about. Like we truly believe that this Plexus opportunity is unmatched. And we're living proof that the opportunity works.
Yep.
And the opportunity is still alive and available for anyone that wants it. And we have been leading a high performance team of people for years now. And it is so encouraging to us to see more and more people joining the team with a vision for proactive and preventative health. It is so encouraging to see people joining for the business right out of the gates. It's encouraging to see people have health wins and thus start to share with a few or start to share with a bunch. Like the sky's the limit really for whatever you want to create. So we would just invite you to pray about it, dream it. And I wrote down, if you can dream it, you can create it through prayer, hard work, vision, investing in personal growth, and belief. Like if you believe you can do it, you can go do it. And I think some of you may lack belief in yourself. Maybe not in the products, maybe not in the business opportunity, but maybe lack belief in yourself, but that can grow. The encouraging thing is you can get 1% better today and tomorrow than you were yesterday. And that is an encouraging thing. And then really quick, I just wanted to encourage you guys with actually ask you a question, which is, how are you growing personally? Because who you are today isn't going to be the same person you are 3 months from now or 6 months from now or even a year from now if you're investing in your personal growth. And in my opinion, I agree with Genevieve. Personal growth is different from spiritual growth. Spiritual growth is still important, but this is like every day, if you are wanting to grow Plexus as a business and into something bigger or big, it is so imperative that you're growing yourself, because you have to grow alongside your business, right? If that makes, well, because your business is like so impacted by you as a person. And the thing is, like, we have to be inviting perspective shifts and reprogram our thinking. And so I know last month we all read How to Win Friends and Influence People. Where's my book? It's not right here. But anyways, that is an excellent book. If you have not read that, if you didn't tap into the book study, do it this month and listen to the little weekly videos. They're very, very good. I am reading Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. So good. Justin's read this book twice. I'm already having like really, really good leadership epiphanies. And so I would just invite you to invest in personal growth because it is really a ginormous piece of hitting your goals for 2024. Justin, any last remarks
Not really.
before we shift over?
The opportunity is still there. There's still people doing it. We heard several of them right here on our own team today on this call. So the opportunity is alive and well. So it's just a matter of plugging into it and taking advantage of it. And I would encourage you to do so. There's just, Plexus isn't going anywhere as far as I know. We're not going anywhere as far as I know. And, I think it's just, it's a great time to continue doing great things or to start doing great things. And especially in the middle of the convention contest, just all the incentives and things that are going on, take advantage of it.
So we view ourselves as mentors in this business. And so if you have questions, or if you are a level one of ours, especially, and you're like, hey, I actually have some really big goals and I need a mirror. Hey, can I bend your ear for a minute? Like, don't feel weird about reaching out to us. Like, we love this kind of stuff. Like, we love that. And so we are in the business of developing diamonds. So if you are somebody that really has a vision to, you're in it for the long game, reach out. We want to chat with you. Okay, really fast before we switch over and shift gears a little bit into our new ambassador coaching. A couple things to mark on your calendars. Every Tuesday we meet up. And so you want to be putting yourself in a position to be encouraged and be invested in some sort of training. And so every Tuesday we meet for live coaching, group coaching, which is always insightful. There's things that you will learn by listening to someone else get coached and or getting coached yourself. And so make sure that you set your alarms on your phones and have your teammates pop on as well. So the new ambassador coaching is open for anyone to listen to. It's not, if you're not a new ambassador, you're still invited. We're just kind of picking that demographic to talk about some, pertinent, important things that are in their businesses and, for the top coaching call at the top of the month. Also, we have, okay, so we're doing the rinse, wash, repeat cycle for January, February, and March. So reminder that we're doing 2 resets per month. The very first week and the very second week are reset challenges. And then the last 2 weeks of the month, we're doing a slim down challenge. Okay, so this totally feeds into the incentives right now, the ultimate weight loss pack, and also the triplex reset with the free balance. And so get your people to doing 2 slims a day and taking balance. So we have that slim down challenge coming up on the 19th and it goes through March 3rd. So we just wrapped up our last one in January and it went amazingly. And so we're going to do that again. So make sure that you mark down on your calendars those things, because if you are sharing about Plexus, you want to be talking about the slim down challenge coming up. You want to be talking about the reset group coming up next week, the reset challenge. And so there's lots of different ways you can share about it. We have shareable graphics and things that you can pop in your stories. The best way really to promote it is to take a picture of yourself with the reset box and share why you're doing it. You can pop on live. You can do a picture with just like a bullet point little list. Malia actually did an amazing post and hers was something so simple. It was simply a really, really cute picture of her sipping on her pink drink. And she was like, day 1 of reset. Goals for the next 3 days. Number 1, create healthy, sustainable habits. Number 2, self-discipline. Who else needs this? Crazy face emoji. Healing my gut health, metabolism, brain, and overall health. And she has 47 likes and 10 comments.
Yep.
So don't overthink the post, but you have
Simple.
to put out content. Let people know what you're doing. Otherwise, they don't know about the reset. They don't know about the slim down challenge that we have. And can I just say, y'all, I don't even say y'all. I'm not Southern, but you guys, people are signing up for health crisis with this skinny shot. And we have a natural, sustainable option that does not have serious, dire consequences.
Yep.
And so be sensitive how you're talking to people, obviously, but go to my wall and watch that Tucker Carlson interview about the Ozempic medication. It's pretty eye-opening, and we're positioned perfectly for what we have with the Black Cherry Hunger Control Slim coupled with the balance. Dr. Hartman has done multiple videos explaining the sciencey details behind that, which is super fascinating. If you haven't seen that yet, we can bump it on the team page again. But okay, well, I don't see tons more people popping on unless they're just sneaking in.
No.
We are going to shift gears here. So welcome to everybody. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end this recording.